Hey y'all, hey. What's going on? Can y'all hear me? I feel like I don't see my little avatar talking. Can y'all hear me? How are you? What's going on? Hey everybody. Hey everybody. How's it going? So I was laying here and I was like, really, I was like, oh, is we're supposed to be doing live must, right? We're supposed to be doing live must. We're supposed to be up here every day in the month of December up until Christmas, going live. And today, live miss December 8th, because we did miss some days, y'all, because, things be happening or whatever. So I'm going to try to be consistent going from today forward. Okay. So today we're going to talk about Janice Hylton, because this book has come up so many times in our last couple of lives. 23 types of guys you might meet on social media. Okay. And you guys, we really need to talk about some of these guys in this book. I know that we were talking about Mr. Netflix and Chill. We was talking about Mr. Come Through. We were talking about Mr. Friend with Benefits. Okay. Um, what's the other one we were talking about? Y'all, it's so many different ones. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all how ghetto I am. So I was sitting here going through the book, and instead of folding the pages back like a normal person, okay. Hey Janice, hey girl, hey. Okay. I gotta send me the link. Matter of fact, I'll get it and I'll put the link in the comments to your book, Janice, while you in here. But yeah, so or I know Alyssa has it too. Alyssa, you could put it in here too. So who y'all want to start with? I'm doing okay. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I just had a moment. I went to take my daughter to school, to dance class. It's the first time I got out of the bed all day. And I just looked at my daughter and I just felt so thankful for her. And I had a little moment, I had a little moment. And I was like, let me get myself up and get on live with y'all. Okay, so now we're on live. And we're gonna talk about 23 types of guys you may be on social media. Okay. And we're gonna start with Mr. Netflix and Chill, because in honor of Zach Freeman, I feel like that's the most appropriate one to start with. Okay. Uh, All right. So first we're gonna read what Janice wrote about when she wrote about what about Netflix and chill dates. Okay. So first of all, no, we shouldn't be having no Netflix and chill dates. Okay. So she said, please, princesses, never accept a Netflix and chill date. Why would you go to a house of a man you just met to watch a movie and chill? I don't even like to go to the movies on a first date. I want to sit and talk and look at a man. I don't care if it's at his local coffee shop. At least you are in an open space where there are people present. Netflix and chill dates for a guy you just met says one thing: sex. Okay? So basically, y'all, they want to Netflix and chill. All they want to do is have sex. And if you say yes, you agree to the having sex of it all. Okay? Okay. So then she said, "Let me touch on this while I'm taking talking about first dates. Princesses, do not assume that a man you just met and are going out with for the first time is what I call 100%. Do not assume that he's a gentleman. Will pick you up, open the car door or other doors. Neither that he will pull out the chair and pay for the whole date. I hear a lot of women being mad that they went out on a date and he asked for her to pay half or tip. She's mad that he would dare ask her to pay. But ladies, did you discuss that before? Did you take time to gather data before you went out with him? Assuming he's 100% gentleman, that means don't be going out on no date with no man, just assuming that he gonna pay for it all, okay? Now look, this is what I told myself when I used to date back in the day. I will always have my own money. Whatever I ordered, I knew that I could pay for. Drinks, food, whatever I ordered, okay? Whatever I ordered. I didn't care if he had it or not. I ordered it because I knew I had it. So if it wasn't in my budget, if it wasn't in my purse or on my card, I didn't buy it. Okay? And always remember that, lady. So it's nothing wrong with like, she say don't assume. And I never assumed. But I always ordered what I wanted. I mean, I looked at where he took me. Based on where he took me, tells me how much money he had in his pocket. Okay. If we went to Applebee's, I knew what kind of budget we was on. If we went to, the Olive Garden, I knew what kind of budget we were on. If we went to, Outback, I knew what kind of budget we were on. When we went to the Joe's Crab Shack, I know what type of budget we on, right? So you could kind of gauge where you at and how much money the person got to spend on you. But always order what you could pay for, just in case he try to act funny. You could at least pay for yourself, okay? Oh, yes, I'm bringing up Joe's Crab Shack. Here go my husband talking, why you bringing up Joe's Crab Shack? Because I knew when we went to Joe's Crab Shack that he was going to buy me my bucket, okay, of crab and shrimp and stuff like that. Because of where he took me, he knew the price. He knew what he should have had in the pocket, okay? You didn't know the price? Well, it's too late. It was high. It was mad high. Because it was mad high. Well, too late. Okay, so remember, when you go on a date, make sure that you have whatever it is that that you could pay for, whatever it is that you want. Hey nurse, hey nerd, hey Misha, hey D, hey Janice, right, in that order. Order what you could pay for. Exactly. The way dating market, never leave home without some cash. Exactly. Never assume that a man is going to be paying for you. And always have Uber money, Lyft money, cab money, any type of money you feel. You don't ever want to feel stranded, especially if he pick you up. Okay? Especially if he pick you up, y'all. If he pick you up, make sure you got money to get in an Uber, a Lyft. Make sure somebody know where you at. Okay? Especially in 2021, because these men is crazy. They crazy. Okay, I got some stories I could tell y'all. Okay, but I don't know how much embarrassing I want to do just yet of myself, so I'll wait. Okay, I'm trying to find y'all. I'm so ghetto. Instead of me folding the page down like I was supposed to, I put coins in a book in the pages that I wanted to keep, and then I picked up the book and the coins fell out, and now I gotta find the pages again. So that's what I'm over here doing, looking for Mr. Net Chick and Chill. Unless somebody know what page is on, you could just point me in that direction. That would be helpful. Mr. Where is it? Where are you? It's right after the Netflix and Chill date summary. I never let someone pick me up on the first date. No, you never let someone pick you up on the first date. I do. I did, okay? Hey B. Yeah, look, I'm just ghetto over here. I see Mr. Dingaling, Mr. Ghetto Dingaling, Mr. Gray Sweatpants. Oh, Mr. Gray Sweatpants, y'all. We need to get into that one. I'm excited about that one. Okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on. It's coming. I feel it. Because I passed Mr. Come Through. They should all be in the same section. What's going on with me? Oh, Lord, y'all. I hope y'all not in no rush, honey, because I can't find it. And I just had it because I just read the summary for Mr. Netflix and Chill. I drive myself in case I gotta get up and get out. Really? So how many of y'all, when y'all go on first dates, actually drive yourselves? Because I never drove myself on a first date. I don't know. Well, I didn't have a car either when I first started dating, so that might have a lot to do with it. But I always would get in the car. I will always get in the car with the guys. I'm just realizing now that I'm older that I didn't make always the right decisions. Okay, I should have not been getting in cars with guys like I was. I should not have been going to their houses and stuff like that. That was me. Okay, I'm really starting to realize that I was making real bad life decisions. Thank God for my safety and my sanity and things like that, and giving me the gift of discernment. Okay, but now we know that we don't drive ourselves. Okay, me, I never got in any date's car. Won't kidnap me. Won't kidnap you. I know that's right. You drive yourself. So it was only me. I was the only one jumping in cars with people. Child, who raised me? Let me go call my mama. Let me go call my mama because no one told me not to get in the car with the man. Okay. But then when I got my car, I did do a lot of the driving. But you want to know something, y'all? I was a drinker, right? And so I will always like to drink. So I would never, ever think about driving myself. I will always be like, I'm going to just get in the car with them. Child, what was wrong with me? I'm about to go call her. Yeah, it's my mama's fault. Okay, I can't find Netflix and chill yet. So what I'm gonna do is, y'all, I don't know. I don't really went through all these pages. It's supposed to be right in my face. Okay, but it's not. So we're gonna go to let's see who we gonna go to before we get to Netflix and chill. Yes, thank God for his mercy. All right, let's read Mr. Come Through. Okay. So if y'all got the book, somebody point me in the direction of the Netflix and chill guy. But in the meantime, in between time, because child, we be here all day looking for Netflix and chill with me. Okay. We're gonna read Mr. Come Through. So Mr. Come Through is like Mr. Drive Through Dingling. Okay. The difference is he is the one who texts to say he's coming through. He wants you to get a meal prepared, put on his favorite lingerie, and be ready to serve him. It's like your pit stop. Ooh, now, child, I don't want to be nobody's pit stop. Okay. Oh, right. Table of contents. You so right. Okay. You're trying to prove to him that you're a wife material. Well, get to cooking and being sexy because Mr. Come Through is on his way. You are hoping he will see how special you are. He will finally make you his wife. Girl, please stop it. Okay. You know this man ain't never gonna marry you. Please stop, Please stop allowing Mr. Come Through to come through and go. Wait. Please stop, Mr. Come Through to go through and come in you. Stop blocking your blessings, ladies, and put a stop to Mr. Come Through from coming through so you can have your breakthrough. Okay. Okay, so don't let Mr. Come Through to come in you. Okay, let him go. Okay, because all he wants to do is treat you like a pit stop. Okay, we don't want to be treated like a pit stop. Okay, cooking and cleaning for him is not going to prove to him that you are going to be a good wife. Okay, it's going to have him thinking that that's what he's supposed to have while you his girlfriend slash page 200. Thank you, Janice. Girl, I was nowhere near that. How did I? James, I got a question, okay? Why is the paragraph for what about Mr. Netflix and Chill is on page 119, and then we got to discuss Mr. Netflix and Chill all the way on 200, okay? So y'all don't let Mr. Come through to come in you, okay? Don't let him do it, okay? All he's going to do is tear up your womb, and we don't have time for that, okay? All right, so this is what we say about Mr. Netflix and Chill. AKA Zach Freeman. Okay, child. Every time I see a grown, thirsty 40 or even 55-year-old woman saying that she met a guy and their first date was at his place watching Netflix, I want to scream. Ladies, we have got to value ourselves just a bit more. First, you are going to a stranger danger house on a first date. Are you that desperate? Question mark. Okay. Child, this sounds like the what we've been hearing from the last couple of days. Janice, you be predicting the future at this point. Okay. Do you think this man do you know this man? Question mark. Do you know what his intentions are for you? How do you know that it is not a trap to rape, kill, or rob you? How many times have we heard on the news of a woman going to a strange man's house and she was raped, killed, or robbed? Princesses, please use wisdom. Remember to be wise as serpents and harmless as doves in dating. If he wants you to watch a movie at his home, then nicely let him know that you would appreciate watching the movies with him at the movie theater. You don't have to go off or be nasty or say anything unladylike, but also think about what he feels about you. What kind of woman comes to a stranger house on a first date to watch a movie? Many of these are booty calls. You come over and then he dims the lights, gives you some stale chips and a flat soda, turns on the music. I'm going to change that, okay? Because in this case, he's going to give you some take out food and some wine. Okay, we're gonna add the wine because y'all know how the wine go. Okay, uh, and turns on the music, and the next thing you know, your legs are wide open, your drawers are on the floor, and he's hitting it from behind as he asks, "Is this what you came here for, child?" Let me tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, okay? I feel like I've been here before. Let me move on. Okay, let me keep going. Let me keep going. Okay. Okay. Now he asks, is this what you came here for? Okay. Come on, ladies. Let's do better. As mentioned earlier, a first date doesn't have to be expensive or extravagant. A first date can be simple and romantic. Okay. Simple and romantic. You fell for that trap too many times, Susie. I knew it wasn't just me. I knew it wasn't just me, okay? Listen, once we are honest with ourselves and we understand what we did wrong, okay, we can then correct those wrongs and make them right, okay? Oh my gosh, it's two of my favorite YouTubers collabing on how to date properly. Oh, well, thank you, actually, Arby. It's Janice, okay? Janice wrote the book, okay? She wrote the book, so I'm going to bring it to y'all so we could, get into it, okay? Because there's some good stuff in here, okay? And so far we realize that Mr. Netflix and Chill definitely sounds like the yes, I got that, Janice. I got it. Mr. Netflix and Chill definitely sounds like Zach. He definitely predicted Zach's whole MO. Okay, so right, Alyssa, going to play the piano too. Okay, he's gonna give you some tequila. Forget the juice. In this case, it's Chick-fil-A and tequila or vodka or some type of strong liquor. Okay, child, that's definitely Mr. Netflix and Chill. You want to go into bed and lay down? You want to go watch a movie? He right there. They exist, y'all. They really do exist. For anyone who was doubting if some of the stuff that she is saying in this book is real, we just literally read what Elena described to us in over the last week and two. Okay? I wonder who's Ryan. That's a good one. I wonder who's Ryan too. Oh, thank you, Janice. That's overwhelming, but thank you. Okay, y'all. So let's go. So who we read? I want to read Mr. Gray Sweatpants because I ain't read Mr. Gray Sweatpants in a while. So I want to remember what that say. So y'all, let's go back to Mr. Gray Sweatpants because remember I got excited when I read that. Okay. Matter of fact, y'all, I'm gonna read y'all some of the men and y'all tell me who y'all want me to read because you guys know who what kind of guys y'all be running into. Okay, and then maybe I could find him in here. Me and Janice could tell me who's the perfect guy to read from. Okay, Brian is Mr. I don't care. Is there a Mr. I don't care in here? Let's see. I don't even think he's Mr. I don't care. See, it's something to him. Hey, on the hey Romel. Tawanda, what's going on? Mr. I don't care. Let me see if we got a Mr. I don't think, that's too blunt for me. Go get the book off the shelf. Right. If you got the book, bring it out. Okay. And if you don't have the book, you need to go get the book, because this book is gonna give you some good advice. Okay. Thank God I'm not dating, but if I ever have to date again, I'm prepared. Okay. I'm prepared. God, please don't ever let me have to date again, because 2020s is not the time to be up dating. Okay. I really feel bad for y'all out here dating right now, because who child. Yeah, it's real. It's definitely real. Okay. Jesus. Okay, so we have Mr. Okay, so these are like the chapters. So they have Mr. Sex, Mr. Take What You Can Get, Mr. Sexy, Eye Candy, and Mr. Principal, Mr. Bates, Mr. Character, aka Mr. Personality, Mr. Representative, Mr. Build a Male. Oh no, we're not doing Mr. Build a Male. Heck no. Not over here. Mr. Homosexual, as in HOBO, hobo sexual. Mr. Situationship. Child, Mr. Situationship. It's enough situationships going on out here already. Okay. Mr. Professional, Mr. Sexuality, Mr. Crown Myself, Mr. Toxic, child. Where they all out here. That's what they are, toxic. Okay. Mr. Purpose, Mr. Grab, Gift of Gab. Ooh, y'all know them Gift of Gab men can get you. Ooh, they talk you. We need Mr. Manipulative. Janice, Mr. Manipulative. Is he in here? Is he in here? Because this is who we need. Okay. Okay. All right, let me see who I'm missing, y'all. Let's see. Let's go through it. So, child, I can't. Oh, I found Mr. Gray Sweatpants, y'all. Let's see what they got. Let's see what Janice said about Mr. Gray Sweatpants. Okay. Mr. Gray Sweatpants, he is like Mr. Dingling Print. Ooh, okay. However, he is intentionally wearing gray sweatpants when he wants to catch the eye of a woman or get attention. Like Mr. Dingling, he is telling you what he is about and what he wants. Child, I'm about to stop my husband from wearing sweatpants in general. And he be like, I love my sweatpants. I bet you do. I bet you do. Okay. Okay. When some, okay, not all men, some, okay, because y'all know people hear what they want to hear. And they be like, I don't wear gray sweatpants because that. When some men, okay, when some men wear gray sweatpants, to some women, that is a message. It could be a message that he has a big dangling, or that he wants to play, or he wants to flirt. So, ladies, be on the lookout and be aware that this might be a silent message for you to look in his direction. Now, this does not mean that when all men wear sweatpants, this is what they are saying. But I'll go out on a limb and say most. Watch out, princesses. Don't get caught up with Mr. Gray Sweatpants. LOL. That means when you know where your eyes get directed in the sweatpants, okay? Okay. It's a silent message that says, look at my direction. This direction. Lower. Right there. Okay. I'm not messing with you, Janice, okay? Y'all know Mr. Friends with Benefits is one of my favorites. Because, Mr. Friends with Benefits is like, we make that decision to make him our friend with the benefits, okay? Not really realizing that they still getting most of it, or most of everything that they want out of it, and we feel like we got the control over it, child. Because I remember when I had a Mr. Friend with Benefits, okay? But you know what? I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it for y'all since we're here, okay? Mr. Friend with Benefits, okay? There's a thin line between friends and benefits. The guy can be your friend and give you a little benefits. Rumor has it that lots of women have friends with benefits. Whoever had a friend with benefits? Be honest. Be honest. Whoever had a friend with benefits, okay? I'll say I did, but that was in my younger days. That was in my way younger days, okay? But anyway, I don't know how true it is, but I didn't have one when I was single. Ain't nobody got time for that. See, Janice, you were so wholesome. You were so wholesome, because I definitely had me a friend with benefits, child. Okay, I wasn't gonna be in no situationship or relationships, but I was definitely gonna give me some benefits. I'm just saying. Okay. Okay, I wanted a husband, so I didn't have time to be dishing out my cookies to Mr. Friend with Benefits, blocking my blessings of a godly husband. Plus, I hated wasting my precious time. Okay, Mr. Friend with Benefits is the guy who you are keeping around and hanging on to. However, when you don't realize what you don't realize, ladies, is that you could be blocking your blessings. Your real husband might be held up because you are giving all the benefits to Mr. Friend with Benefits. Drop him like a hot potato and make space for your husband. Also, many men who keep you as a friend with benefits often wife the other girl. Next thing you know, he's married. You're in your feelings because you're going to tell him that you've been sleeping together. Newsflash, sisters, he asked her to marry him, not you. You were just a kitty to him. You were not worth professing his love to, providing for, protecting. The only thing you were to him is a toilet that he could release himself into. Now think about that before you sign up for the friend with benefits. Say no to Mr. Friend with Benefits. You know what, Janice? You got a point, right? Got a good point. But I'm gonna just say I was fine with just the benefits. I didn't want the white part from him. But that's because he was out here in these streets doing what he wasn't supposed to be doing. And I knew he wasn't gonna be a good husband or baby daddy. And I just knew that he was, never mind. I'm just going into it too far. But I'm just saying, okay, I just wanted some benefits, nothing more, nothing less. Who he was going to marry was up to him and her. Friends with benefits know what to say. He's serious about someone he marries. Okay, on to the next. Right. Okay. See, the thing about friends with benefits, ladies, is that you have to know that that's the friend with benefits. Okay. You have to know that that is the position that you're playing. You can't have a friend with benefits with someone that you have feelings, emotions, and want to be with, because then, like Janice said, he go marry the other woman. You're going to be sitting there in your feelings, and you don't want that. Okay. You definitely don't want that. So if you're going to do the friend with benefits situation just to get your benefits in, then I suggest that you don't have no feelings, emotions, or anything connected to that man. Okay. Because then when he go marry that other woman, the one who's been holding out her cookie while he was getting yours, you're going to be upset. Okay. So who else do we have? Let's see. Janice, give me a good one. What's a good one? What's a good one, Alyssa? Who's a good one that we could read off? If you have the book, who's one of your favorites that we can talk to? Right, get a full disclosure on what is going on between the two of y'all. Right. Dusty, is there Dusty in here? It Mr. Kryptonite. Okay, Mr. Manipulative. That's why I asked, was there Mr. Manipulative in here? All right, let me see. Let me go find the pages, y'all, because y'all know. If you know the pages, telling me the pages will help. Let me go to the table of content. Okay, Mr. Kryptonite. Okay, it's 3:30. Let's do Mr. Kryptonite, and then we do Mr. Manipulative. Is it a certain Is there a certain one in Mr. Kryptonite? Because I see Mr. Drop Your Draws Gorgeous. Ooh, child, I don't want nobody to drop your draws gorgeous, because that's how you get in trouble. You want them to be nice looking, but the gorgeous one, that's when all the women be at. Okay, Mr. Ungodly Soul Tie. Mr. He Can't Get It. Mr. He Could Get It. Ooh, child, Mr. He Could Get It. Definitely, that sound like the man you want to leave alone. Because that, whenever you meet a guy, you say he could get it, you know you in trouble. I'm just letting you know. Whenever you meet a guy, and the first thing you think to yourself is he can get it, you are in trouble. Do not talk to that man. Do not look at that man. Do not go in that man's direction, because what will happen is he will get it. Okay. He will get it. Do not even tempt yourself, okay, with a man that you look at and say that he can get it. If that's the first thing you think of, don't do it. Okay, so Mr. Drop Your Drawers Gorgeous. Okay, let's read on him. Mr. Kryptonite sounds dangerous, right? Okay, so ladies, beware. This Mr. might be your dream man. He is your weakness, your kryptonite. He is everything you ever wanted and need in a man. He might be saved, or you're comfortable with where he is in the Lord. He might also not be saved, but he has your heart in his hands. He is pulling your heartstrings. He is playing with your heart, juggling your heart and destiny in his hands. Maybe his is a sinner man that you have accidentally fallen in love with. Perhaps he is married, separated, or in a complicated relationship. He could also be a serial baby maker. Child, Janice, this sound like all the men out there, okay? Okay. He can also be a serial baby maker. Mr. Drop Your Drawers Gorgeous can be any man that your heart is tied to because for some reason you got all entangled with him and you've been smitten and bitten by him. He might have or have not had a great job with excellent benefits plus dental. Mr. Drop Your Drawers Gorgeous is the right height and complexion. He has a nice body, smells good, and he is drop dead gorgeous. He is just the man for you. Or so you think. Girl, beware. I'm going to take a pause because I'm not going to tell y'all I was holding the book like y'all could see me. I really got the book towards y'all and everything like y'all can see me. But I'm gonna tell you, so far, Mr. Kryptonite is your dream man. He is everything that you think of and see when you think of what the dream man you want is. Okay. He makes you weak in the knees, and your throat gets dry when you are around him. He is so sexy that he causes your panties to get wet. He causes your heart to skip several beats. He will make you backslide to have him because he's just OMG. You want to marry him, have his babies, wash his dirty drawers, cook, clean, and wipe the snot that runs down his nose. And if he lets you, you will even wipe his butt. But does he feel the same way about you? Is he the man for you? He knows you are head over heels in love with him because he knows he is the best thing that has ever happened to you since sliced bread. How does he know that? Because you told him so. My dad always told me never to love a man more than he loves you. When you do that, you will do anything and everything for this man. Role reversal comes into play, and now you're playing the man role. He's playing the woman role. Why? Because you love him too much. Now some might say you can never love your husband too much. I believe in a marriage in which both husband and wife need to be vulnerable to each other. However, that is what your husband not some guys are seeing. I have run into what this Mr. before I met my husband. Y'all, he was 6'8", and you know I love a tall man. At first, I didn't even see him. He was shooting his shot, but I was too busy doing the work of the Lord. He's working in the same business district and would often see each other at lunchtime as everyone was out getting lunch. Somehow, we ended up out on the same board for some community activities. He began to pursue me even harder. Y'all, that man wooed, called, texted me daily. Mr. Drop Your Jaws Gorgeous came by my job to give me hugs and kisses on the cheek and everything. I found myself texting him if I was having a bad day, and he would find his way to my job. He would text me while I was in bed first thing in the morning. He would even get to his office by 7 a.m. just so he could see me and walk me to my office building after I park. Y'all, that man was my heart. I love him. Okay, that's love, but you love him so much that you can't even hear the VELOL. I remember one night he was supposed to meet me at an event. I dressed up, got my hair and nails did, had on a sexy dress, and was smelling and looking good. Did my makeup like I've never done it before because I was going to meet up with Mr. Drop Your Draws Gorgeous. But something happened that night and he couldn't come to the event. Yes, I was disappointed. But looking back now, it was God protecting me because if he had came, he could have had his brown sugarness. He could have had all this brown sugarness. Yes, God, I would have served myself up on a silver platter for him. See, they get you like that. They definitely get you like that. Okay. God knows I wanted that man, but deep down in the city of my soul, I knew he wasn't right for me. So I reminded myself that I wanted my husband and not him. That man that I knew was so right for me and accidentally happened between us, I decided to run like Joseph. I changed my number, started to walk the long way to work, changed my whole routine to get away from him. Mr. Drop Your Drawers Gorgeous, please note that he is not necessarily gorgeous, but just a man that you adore and are head over heels in love with. Okay. You can read in a further book to find out what happened between us. Which book is that? Which book was that? Okay. I believe that my soul was tied to him, and it took time for me to get my soul untied for him. I worked hard, prayed, fasted, and read my Bible tireless to get to my soul untied, to get my soul untied from this man. And what do you know? About 2 to 3 years after I did that, I met my wonderful husband. Be mindful, ladies. Be alert and look out for Mr. Drop Your Dead Gorgeous. Look out for more of my story about Mr. Drop Your Dead Gorgeous coming up in a fictional book. So wait, I got a question. Mr. Drop you had to give him up because you just was like too head over heels for him. So you felt like you loved him too much, and then that he basically would have you wrapped around his fingers if you stayed with him. Is that why you had to give him up? Because he would sound like he was doing everything he was supposed to do. I'm just saying, he was walking you to the work, you know. I mean, something came up that one night, but that was that one night. It was just that one night. See, I'd have been like, oh, it's just that one night. It's okay. We'll try it again tomorrow. So I'm just wondering. Okay. Okay, Mr. Manipulative. Which page is Mr. Manipulative on? He wasn't right. He was shaky in his faith and will write in right in the fiction. Okay. So you're gonna write it. Okay, cool. Also, you guys, me and I did interview Janice about her book 23 types of guys that you may meet on social media. It is on my Facebook. I'm gonna say Facebook. It's in our video catalog. It might be under relationship advice on the playlist, but definitely check that out because she talks about negotiables, gathering the data, unnegotiables, and all that good stuff that really can help out a lot of people when you're trying to, date and find a husband, when you're dating for marriage, not when you're just out here having a good time. Remember, y'all, dating for marriage and out here just living your best life, two totally different things. Okay. Oh, okay. So y'all, let me see who else we got. Okay, who y'all say y'all want to look? I'm looking for it. Here's one, Mr. Credit, page 159. Okay, let's see. Mr. Credit, is this like Mr. Credit, like Mr. Jose, Mr. Credit? The one who gonna wave his credit score all around in your face. Okay, Mr. Credit, y'all. Let's read Mr. Credit. Let's see what they got to say about Mr. Credit. Okay. I have heard so many horror stories of women marrying men to find out later that they are in tons of debt. Oof. Okay. They come to find out that the males married them for their excellent credit. Ladies, you cannot lead with what you have. Don't lead with, I have 3 degrees, a house that is paid off, 2 cars, and 20K in the bank. That's nobody's business. You might be setting yourself up to be used and abused. Listen, a man who has prepared himself to be a husband in every capacity doesn't care about how much money you make. A prepared man is who is ready to be a husband, doesn't care if your house is paid off or how many degrees you have. It is vital that you have taken care of yourself and prepared yourself. Yes, however, a prepared man who wants to provide, protect, profess his love for you and doesn't care about that. A prepared man cares about you and how you can help him to fulfill God's visions for his life and to help him raise a godly family. Please stop telling these males all you have and how good your credit is. Ask him about his credit and how he can provide. Do not tell him all that you can do for him. Mr. Credit might just be looking for a woman with good credit who can fund his lifestyle. Child, let me tell you, that sound like Camille. Camille was at the Ready to Love. Okay. She was asking AM in the first day. So what's your credit score? I said, oh, child, not the credit score already. How much money you got in the bank? What's your savings? Not the one asking what's the credit and debt. And she got all the student debts. Okay. But don't lead with I got 3 degrees, a house, a job, a car. Okay. I got it all my stuff together, child. Don't lead with that because then you might get used, abused. Hey, Mia. Is there Dusty in here? Janice, there's a Dusty in here? So yeah, y'all. So far we done read Mr. Gray Sweatpants, Mr. Frank with Benefits, Mr. Come Through, Mr. Netflix and Chill, Mr. Credit, okay? And we did say there was a Mr. Manipulative in here. Let me see if I can find it. Y'all, let's read Mr. Boyfriend. Let's see what she got to say about Mr. Boyfriend. Yep, Camille did. You see, she the sneak peek. Oh yes, so y'all know we doing live must. Okay, so tomorrow's live must is going to be on the preview to Ready to Love and the sneak peek when Camille basically told them that they gotta that they might as well see them at the reunion. Okay, so I'm gonna wait. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow because child, they might as well just go ahead and steal Cornelius home so they could get back at Camille at this point. Just be petty. Because I would, but we're gonna talk about that tomorrow. Because we gotta talk about something every day until Christmas, y'all. So y'all throw me as many ideas as y'all can find out here and send them on over to me, okay? Okay. Any topics, anything y'all want to discuss? Just then we got a whole month left, pretty much. Okay. You say it sounds close to Gil? You think Mr. Credit sounds close to Gil, Sheila? What page is Mr. Manipulative on? Y'all gotta help me out with the pages because I got a whole book I'm trying to find. I'm trying to go through and talk to y'all so I don't come off looking too quiet and then y'all be clicking out like what's she doing over there? Okay, let me see. Let's see. So we think that one sounds close to Gil. So we got Mr. Netflix and Chill is Zach. Okay. Mr. Credit, y'all seem to think is Mr. Credit and girl, me, homosexual, build a man, help a brother out. Ooh, build a man, homosexual, help a brother out. What chapter is that in? Look at me, y'all. I'm trying to get through it. Mr. Manipulative is my devil, is Mr. Devil. Oh, that's the name of the person, Mr. Devil. That's the name of the character I should be looking for in the book. Got you. Okay. He's all that. Page 248. Okay. See, thank you, Janice. Janice, no, okay. She said, "Oh no, I know what pages they on, child. Don't get it twisted now." Okay, Mr. Homosexual. Hobosexual, y'all. Okay, hobo. Okay, princesses, be mindful of males who want to move in with you. Let me put this book down and clap my hands for the first sentence. It's the first sentence for me. Okay, let's start over. Princess, be mindful of males who want to move in with you. I'm sorry to tell you that he might be using you for shelter. Janice, they think I already hate men. Some people already think that I hate men, and you got me reading Mr. Homosexual up here. Okay, y'all. This Janice words not mine, y'all. These is Janice words, not mine. Okay. I'm sorry to tell you that he might just be using you for shelter. Therefore, Mr. Homosexual gets with you for housing purposes. He will say and do all the right things to get into your home. He is homeless and needs shelter. So he will wash, cook a meal or two, and yes, he will even help with the children. He will offer to watch and babysit your kids while you go to work to put a roof over his head. Why any mom would trust the man she just met with her most precious gifts, I don't understand for the life of me. Also, I call Mr. Homosexual Mr. Humping for a home. I am often amazed when I talk to women about who they have been shacking up with, living rent free. Why do they tolerate it for so long? One of the top reasons is the sex is good and they can't get off. They can't let go of that dangling. Princesses, don't you think you deserve more than a warm body? Write down your desires in a husband. If the man who approaches you doesn't match up to your prayers and to your prayers and desires, please don't waste your time with him. Read the Bible. One of the first things a man must have before he could marry a woman was a house for me. Provide entirely for himself. Why should you settle for less? Exactly. Y'all, don't let that man move in with you. That's Matt, okay? This girl said that is Matt. Humping for a home. Yes, okay. He humping for a home. Said that's Matt. That's hilarious to me. That is hilarious to me. Okay, so let's go over to. Wait, you said 288. Hey, Missy. Okay, let's go to 288, y'all. Okay. Mr. Master Manipulator. Whoo, child. We done had a lot of this going on. Let's get into it because I'm excited. Okay. Mr. Master Manipulator, I believe that people are who they are. A cheater cheats. An abuser abuses. A thief steals. And a liar lies. A good man manifests excellent characteristics. And a faithful husband is faithful, and so on. A master manipulator has the characteristics of the devil. He comes to steal, kill, and destroy. His only purpose is to get what he wants at any cost to you. This mister is easy to spot if you are praying, seeking the Lord, and reading your Bible, because the Holy Spirit would alert you. Mr. Master Manipulators are the guys you meet on social media, and they talk to you, and they saying you all that your soul desires. They pull on your heartstrings. Next thing you know, Mr. Master Manipulators are asking you for money because they are in need, or they want to see you, but they're not getting paid until in the future. They promise to marry you, but only if you could help them by sending them money. Not marry you if you could help them by sending them money. Who was doing this? Y'all out here was doing this? Let me know. Y'all let me know. Give me 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Okay, so I'm back. Where I leave off at, okay? Okay, they promise to marry you, but only if you can help them by sending them money. Now listen, y'all don't be out here sending nobody no money, okay? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all better not. Y'all, my subscribers is not out here sending people money. I know that. I know that's not what y'all doing out here. Okay. Where are they, in jail or in another county? Why would I have to send you money? Right, Miss C. Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. Like, what's going on and why is we sending people money? Is this love after lockup? Child, let me go in here and figure out. Oh, that do sound like love after lockup. They always promise to marry you. You just got to make sure you send them some money to put on their books. Okay, and they really do be marrying them and then be coming out cheating on them and divorcing them. Child, it's a whole mess over there on the love after lockup, life after lockup, princess stuff going on. The Nigerian prince. Whoo, child. Okay, so Mr. Master Manipulator can also be classified as Mr. Con Artist. This is a guy who says, I'm going to deposit 5,000 in your bank account, but he needs you to send him 1,000 back. Come on, ladies. How gullible can you be? He could also be the guy that says, why don't you pick up and move down here with me? Child, y'all better not be picking up and moving down here with nobody. Okay. You foolishly resign from your job, give up your apartment, pack yourself and your kids, not your kids too, okay, and move to be with a strange man in a new state. You get there to find out that the address he gives is an abandoned building and the number is now disconnected. I don't understand how someone can be so foolish. Now that is what show that sound like that could be? Catfish, right? That's like Catfish when them people be sitting there and they be moving down to these places to be with these people, and these people don't even be who they supposed to be. Child, this is a whole mess, not an abandoned building. Not you moved you and your kids down there after you sent him the money for the rent, okay, and the house is not there. Okay, don't be deceived, ladies. Mr. Manipulator can also be the guy you met at your local diner. Next thing you know, he has moved into your house, is driving your car, and has all your bank information. Princesses, remember to be wise as serpents and harmless as doves, because no matter how deceptive a man is, there's still a God who sits high and look low. And if you spend time praying in the Holy Ghost and seeking the face of the Lord, the face of the Lord, sweet Holy Spirit will never lead you wrong. You never saw 90 Day Fiance? You gotta watch 90 Day Fiance. Mr. Marriage is a piece of paper. Oh, yes, 302. I'm going. That's the one. Y'all know how I feel about Mr. Marriage is a piece of paper. Y'all know how I feel about that in general. It's not just a piece of paper, okay? It's not any person who tells you it is doesn't understand the union of a marriage, okay? It's not just a piece of paper. Some people will try to convince you that it's just a piece of paper, but it's not, okay? Talk to DMX girlfriend who was not married to him and then can't get any of his estate and any of that other stuff because in their eyes, marriage be just a piece of paper, okay? Then when something happened to them and you left with absolutely nothing, you sitting there talking about, dang, but marriage was just a piece of paper, right? Okay. Y'all believe in that common law marriage BS if you want to, when you need to make a decision in someone who don't care about the well-being of your husband, okay, aka boyfriend, because marriage is just a piece of paper, and you want to keep that man alive, and they saying pull a plug because they gonna get the insurance money regardless. What you gonna do? Nothing, because marriage is just a piece of paper. But that's none of my business. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Friends do be asking for the money on the dating apps. What? Do they? Let me ask you. Do they be giving it to them on the dating app? I will give me a dating app and see what I could get. It's like that. They be giving it to them. Your ex told you that, Missy? See, nope. Oh yes, I started my YouTube channel because of 90 Day Fiance franchise. If you do 90 Day Fiance, you got content for the whole. You literally can make a video. You can make 8 videos a day on 90 Day Fiance because there's 90 Day Fiance the other way, 90 Day Fiance, after love, life after. It's so happily ever after. It's so many love. 90 Day Fiance child. We don't even got Darcy and Stacy spinoff. Okay, it's a whole lot going on over there. I'm just happy that I saw Jenny and Submit, they finally got married. Y'all know Submit didn't really want to marry her, but hey, he ain't had no choice because she was gonna have to go back home. But I'm happy for them. Okay, she looks so happy too. I'm happy for them. But yeah, 90 Day Fiance is a whole trip and a half. Okay. They even got the couple. What is it? The pillow talk with them. It's a lot going over there. Then presented the ring with a Martin proposal. Did you see when no, that's Love After Lockup, where he proposed to her through a text message? I said not him sending Puppy a text message talking something where you marry me and they about to go on the run because she got a warrant out for her arrest. Child, let me keep it what we talking about. Okay, so marriage is just a piece of paper. Family and fiance. See, I gotta get caught up on that. No, Janice, she didn't, but she gave him her home address. She gave him her home address? Child. Whew. There's got to be a better way. There has to be a better way. You should watch I Love a Mama's Boy. Those men are horrible. I believe you. Any man who's a mama's boy is horrible. Have you not noticed the men that we watch that are mama's boys who don't even admit to it? So imagine the ones that admit to it, child. The Chris's and Zach's of the world, okay? The mama's boys, the ones always crying in their arms, and their mama's just consoling them, acting like this. Not my baby. My baby could do no wrong, okay? Okay. Mr. Marriage is a piece of paper. This one has puzzled me for years. Not so much for the men, but for the women who accept this foolishness, even though they want to get married. If you desire to get married, why would you sign up for a build a life with a man who doesn't believe in marriage or think marriage is a piece of paper? And what I find is not that they don't want to get married. They haven't met the one they want to get married to. So they meet some foolish woman who thinks she can change Mr. Marriage is a piece of paper into a man who will marry her. Here's an idea. Why not just choose a man who wants to get married? These women will foolishly shack up with these men, have babies, pay bills, and then years later, he moves on with his life. And guess what? He signs that piece of paper with another woman. If you want to get married, please don't fall for this foolery. Mr. Marriage is a piece of paper will say things like, a piece of paper doesn't prove that I love you. When it comes to paperwork and a man providing for and protecting his family, he will never say something like, we can do a living will or do power of attorney for stuff. I will make you my beneficiary of my life insurance, and you can add me to your deed for the house. Many fall for this, and while some of this is true, why sign that piece of paper? I mean, at this point, y'all, if y'all going to fall for the filing, being a beneficiary, doing the power of attorney, doing all this other stuff, why the heck won't you just sign the marriage certificate? Like, that's just too much extra work, okay? Many fall for this. While some of this is true, why sign that piece of paper? Mr. Marriage is a piece of paper often says women look at marriage as getting their husband's social security, pensions, and so on. But why not? Why leave money out there on the table when a wife can reap all the benefits of what her husband has left? Mr. Marriage is a piece of paper also brings up the price of a divorce and how costly it can get for the man. While studies have shown that women initiate divorce more than men, women often get divorced because of something the man has done or is doing to avoid this. Mr. Marriage is just a piece of paper, believes it's cheaper and safer for a man to sign that government-sponsored marriage license. But is marriage government sponsored, or is this something that came straight from the Bible? How about instead of the mindset, it's cheaper to keep her, say it's cheaper to be faithful? Okay? Say it again. Instead of saying it's cheaper to keep her, how about we say it's cheaper to be faithful? It's cheaper to be a man of honor and respect and to do the right thing for his wife and kids. Say it again. It's cheaper, okay, to be a man of honor and respect and do the right thing for his wife and kids. That's a word. That's a word for all the men out there. It's cheaper to keep it. No, it's cheaper to do the right thing. It's cheaper to be a man and be a father. It's cheaper to be a husband, okay? Okay? Isn't the government structured around the Bible? The funny thing is that these men who think like this doesn't believe in the Bible or the authority of it in the church. So, princesses, it's not that he doesn't believe in marriage. He doesn't believe in your God either. You see, marriage is a picture of union between Christ and the church, and this is the example we follow as husbands and wives. Therefore, you cannot accept anything less than marriage if this is what you want. If this is what you want, okay? Princesses, let me express to you in the kindest way possible. Please resist shacking up. Don't believe the lies and deceptions of the devil that it is okay to live with a man without being married. If you are not married, that's shacking up. Many don't consider this, but if you are a believer, this is what the scripture teaches. Stop being a marriage bootlegger and choose a husband who will marry you and cover you. I'm not gonna lie, I shacked up with my husband for mad years. I did, okay? We moved out of our houses together at a very young age because I was pregnant, and we moved in together and we got engaged and we were supposed to get married, and we got engaged again, we were supposed to get married, and then we finally decided to get married. Only been married for going on 4 years now, but we've been together for 10, 11 years. So yeah, I was shacking up for a long time, but that's my business, because that's just my business. But what I'm saying is that that Mr. Piece of Paper, that's what they try to tell you, okay? Oh, divorce is pricey. Oh, this, that, and the other. Like, no. You're willing to sign over power of attorney, but you don't want to marry me? Come on. When we know better, we do better, right? Okay. But that's a good one. I like that one. Mr. Marriage is a piece of paper. But that's for the women who want to get married. Now, if y'all on the same page with not wanting to get married, then that's completely up to y'all. But for the women who want to get married, don't be with nobody who don't want to be married and then expect them to marry you. Okay? Expect for you to be able to change their mind, because that's never going to happen. And I'm going to tell y'all, I know a man who was with a woman for years. Okay? I mean, years, about a good 20 years. They was together. He moved into her, it was her house that he was moved into, and this, that, and the other, and they was together, and he ended up cheating on her with another woman. Left that woman, and then left the lady he was living with, had the house with, told her it wasn't attracted to her no more, all the other stuff, left her. When he left her, the girl he was cheating on her with, he went and married her within a month. Okay, with this lady for almost 25 years, and got a house together, cars, everything in each other's name, living together, a whole house, not an apartment. Okay, talking about cars, bills, and everything. Left her for the woman he was cheating on, married the woman he was cheating on her with in a month. Okay, 25 years of her life wasted, and he married another woman in a month. Exactly. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. These men that, oh, I want to get married. Oh, no. No. Don't believe it. It's BS. They'll marry who they want to marry. Ain't no way you want to be with somebody for all these years, and they don't marry you, and you're fine with that. And you buy houses, and you have all these things in each other's name. And then they go cheat on you and, leave you and marry another person in a month. Can you imagine the heartbreak? Can you imagine the deception? So I'm just saying. My childhood friend uncle did something similar, dated a woman 20 years, then broke up with her and married someone else. That's exactly how it would be. That's why they say a man knows when he know. A lot of women want to act like, oh, that's not true. Yes, no, it's definitely true. They know. Look how fast these men marry these other women when they get out of relationships with these other women that they've been in for years and years and years. People be dating people for 13, 14 years. They've been dating with some, then they break up. They go find somebody else that they've been dating for 1 year, and they done got married, had kids and everything. And you sitting there like, but what happened? I thought he didn't want to get married. I thought this wasn't what he wanted. But look, right? Listen, marriage is paper, and so is money, and you work for that every day. Okay. Okay. So yes, you have to know what you want and don't settle for less, because when you know what you want, then you won't let someone live with you and buy houses and get debt and all this stuff with you for 20 years just to go marry somebody else later. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What else, y'all? The wife got all his corporate benefits and his social security. He was a successful engineer. That's crazy. That is crazy. You can turn that heat off. Okay, y'all. So I think that's enough. I think we read. I mean, we could still talk. Okay, we can still talk about some of the men that we read in this book, and we can talk about marriage and relationships or whatever. But I think that this book right here, okay, 23 types of guys you may meet on social media, part 1. Where's part 2 at, Janice? Where's part 2? Okay, but part 1 definitely is a must-have, especially for young girls who are eventually going to start dating for marriage and things like that. I mean, listen, it's a good book. It's a good book, and to help you to at least be able to notice some of the signs. Like I said before, when I read this book before, this isn't every man, right? This, of course, some men may have these characteristics, But you have to also, decipher through these men, because a lot of men are all similar. Okay, a lot of these men are all similar. Okay, in some sense, one way or another. But you got to figure out, like, what's really coming out of it. So we definitely need a part two. We definitely need a part two. Gather the data. Yes, gather the data. Okay. Definitely make sure you gather. That's what Janice said. She said the dating is to gather data. Okay. Nothing more, nothing less. That's how you pick a husband. And for men, that's how you pick a wife, okay? If you want to be married. Because trust me, I believe that most people do want to get married. They just don't know it until they find a one that they want to marry. And then don't be just marrying people to marry them, because that be happening. Okay, if you got to be like Camille and leave a man and leave the man at the altar 3 times, then you gotta do what you gotta do. Don't be marrying people just to marry them, because this marriage is a big commitment, a big commitment. Okay. I'm so excited to talk about Ready to Love tomorrow. We're gonna be up here tomorrow again. Girl, y'all, you send me some topics. Help us this out, because I don't know what we're gonna do. What's tomorrow? Friday? Tomorrow, Friday? Oh, that's perfect. So we're gonna have to do the live early before it come on. And then oh, that's perfect for sure. Part two. Yes, we definitely need a part two for sure. Um, I think that's it, y'all. Don't forget, go get this book if you haven't gotten this book. Okay. If you want people to read some of the inserts that I just read, send them over to the channel so that they can, get a feel for it before they buy it. I'm sure Janice has a bunch of videos talking about her books over there on her channel. Okay, Janice, make sure you drop your link to your channel in the chat. I'm going to link the book and your channel in the description when I get off of here, so that people can find you easily. And I also, y'all want to go check out the interview that me and her had, the interview, I'll post it on my community tab. So this way you guys can get a better idea of who Janice Hylton, the author, is, not just the YouTuber. Okay. And I think that's it. And I'm going to be up off of here. Okay. Day 8 down. Livemas. Okay. Appreciate you all for joining me. Peace out. Bye.